Hello, and thank you for tuning in to my regular tip video. I'm very happy that you're here, whether you are watching this live or you're catching it at some time down the road. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Sue Jacobs. I'm a wardrobe and image coach, and I am here today to talk about, mention the kind of sometimes controversial wardrobe styled piece that has pattern on it. There are people who love pattern, there are people who won't have anything to do with pattern, and there are people who can be nudged into loving pattern. And I can tell you, in my wardrobe and in the wardrobes of my clients, regardless of where they are on the pattern continuum, I am going to try very hard to get pattern into their wardrobe because it is a game changer in terms of versatility. But before all those practical and good qualities that adding pattern to your wardrobe can do, there are some other tidbits I would like you to think about. So thank you for joining me tonight. Thanks for being here. So here's the thing. In my opinion, there are two distinct areas and reasons why I want to convince you to invest in some pattern, or at least try it. There are the personal relationships, personal reasons that pattern can resonate with you, and also pattern can really speak to you in a more psychological and spiritual way. And I'll get to that in a moment. All of this with just pattern in your wardrobe. Oh my gosh. Okay. So on a personal note, you know yourself that you can walk into a store, and if there were an array of patterned pieces, whether it's linen napkins or tablecloths or wallpaper or tops, you're going to gravitate towards certain ones. And there are others that you are definitely going to say, no, no way. And what I want to say is when you are choosing, actually you are making that choice. That is something that's resonating with you on an inner level. So when you wear it, people are going to feel that connection with you and whatever it is on your top or whatever has the pattern on it. And I feel like so many people don't really think about that aspect. So in terms of personal aspects, pattern, you may be drawn to a cute little, let's just say, Liberty print, which is tiny little flowers, because maybe it reminds you of an apron that your wonderful grandma wore, and it just makes you feel warm inside. And that's going to be a pattern that you will gravitate to for something. Okay. Also, sometimes patterns resonate with you because maybe it is a sport. Maybe you're a surfer, so you love t-shirts or cardigans or jackets that have those kind of motifs on them. Maybe you are a horse lover, so you love equestrian anything in terms of a pattern. And then there are those people, and there are many of you out there for whom a heart on a t-shirt or a dress is a for sure ticket item because you just love hearts, anything with hearts on it. And it could be teacups. It could be actually anything. So think about this the next time you are looking at patterns. Now, and I was talking about psychological and spiritual relationship to messages. I don't want to get really heavy here. We don't need that at this point. But what I am talking about are pieces. Think about t-shirts that have a saying or a slogan, and this really resonates with you, whether it's a goal of yours or whether it's something that you really try to aspire to in your own personal values and in your image, and you're wearing that t-shirt is a reminder to you that you're important and what you feel is important, and it actually is communicating, it's speaking your language to those people that you meet. And yes, I will say this again, it's just a t-shirt, perhaps. Okay. So there are a lot of very hidden, simple, subtle messages in choosing pattern to go in your wardrobe. And I feel like when you are wearing a pattern that speaks to you, regardless of what that is, and this is why it's so important, and I really want to express the fact that if I like a pattern and I wanted you to try it on, say if you were my client, and it didn't resonate, you're not going to buy it. You're going to say, no, I don't really like it, because it needs to be a further statement. It needs to be something that can help people get to know you a little bit better. So how cool is that? And you have to wear it to cover up. So again, thinking about that, hi, nice to see all of you ladies here watching this video. Okay, here's what I want to say about this. You can add print. If you're a little bit nervous about print, you can add it in little bits. You can add it in a handbag, you can add it in a scarf, you can add it in your footwear for sure, and or not so much your glasses, no, but you can do it with your shoes. A little small stripe is a pattern, and that way it's sort of taking baby steps towards bringing, and I'm going to say this, bringing your wardrobe up to date. There are patterns everywhere right now, spring, summer, you will see them. You have seen them more subtle this season than they have been in the past, I would say, and maybe that's a good thing because we don't need anything too startling. But even the pattern that I'm wearing, for me, I like the texture in the pattern because I will be honest, it's why I chose it today. It's kind of cozy, and just gonna share with all that gardening I did, I was hurting. So I needed something that felt good, nothing I had to fuss with or tug. So patterns can really add that signature to your wardrobe. Stay tuned, because I'm going to finish up with why, from an investment perspective, you could think about maybe reconsidering adding pattern to your wardrobe. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around. As always, I have some things to show you. And thanks for tuning in. I'm happy that there are a lot of you here for this video. Okay, so as I said, patterns can be any kind of shape or take any sort of form. I love this pattern, very geometric. Now, as I said, it doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be something that is glaring. And I like this because I feel that there are movement in the lines. The fabric helps it move, of course, but when I wear this particular top, I feel feminine, and I feel like it adds a bounce to my step. Not to mention the colors in this top are all going to work on the bottom with anything I mix with this top. So gray, black, and that little bit of blush, even a dark taupe. Okay, so memories. A lot of our patterns will evoke memories, as I suggested. This is the back, actually, of one of my favorite cardigans. It is probably 10 years old, and I would wear it more often, but it's a very, it's wool, so it's warm. But this pattern, and this is a silk inlay, and I love it. It reminds me of years ago when I was in London, England for quite an extended period of time. And then when I went to Paris, it reminds me of the museums. And to me, it's kind of like a little Monet. And when I wear it, I actually feel refined. And that isn't really a common style word for me. But when I need that feeling to calm me down, yep, imagine that. This is a type of pattern that I'm going to reach for. Now, many of you, and this happens with my clients, I'll say, okay, we need to get you some animal print. And literally, they stop breathing for a moment. And as I said, baby steps, baby steps. But animal print is something I feel as a print should be in every single person's wardrobe, especially every single woman's wardrobe. But you can go at it in a small way. So you like the animal print. That doesn't mean you buy a top or a coat. Start out with it, maybe an animal print bag. Maybe instead of the traditional colors here, you choose to have one blue based or burgundy based, because those colors most flatter your complexion. Perfect. Again, I like to suggest scarves or handbags. And handbags and shoes might be the place to start because they are the furthest away from your face. And this cute little booty, I'll tell you what, it does remind me of my mom. She was a very classic dresser, and she didn't have many pattern pieces, but she did have animal print, and I absolutely love it. Again, nostalgia for me. I was a kindergarten teacher for a long time, and when I saw this sweater, I absolutely loved it. It has random letters splatter painted all over. Look at this little face that someone designed for the sweater. It just reminded me of the art, some of which I still have, that students gifted me. This was a nostalgic piece. There is no way I couldn't have purchased it. And I have to tell you, even when I tried it on, it's wool and it was a little bit itchy, so I wear a tank under it. But this is where the emotion drew me in, and it's the two colors, cream and blue. I can wear in a flattering way, so I love it. Again, pattern, cute with jeans, cute with any kind of a denim bottom. Okay, and lastly, I was talking about those messages on tops, t-shirts, maybe it's a jacket that speak to you at a deeper level. Stay true, stay you. If any of you know me, you know that this resonates with me. Sometimes I need a reminder. I see it in my wardrobe and I think, okay, I do need to remember that. Stay true, stay you, because it's difficult sometimes. I love this t-shirt, deep gray. This is Canadian, called Naked Hugs, out of Toronto. I know the young ladies who are designing these, and I actually like when I can wear a graphic t-shirt that speaks to me, because as I said, it does serve as a reminder. Joey Garrity, thank you for tuning in, my dear. And there are many more examples of these kind of t-shirts that will speak to you in their collection. Okay. Whoops. So here I am back. And so, in the practical sense, that the reason I add lots of pattern to my clients' wardrobes is because say for instance, an animal print that is taupe, caramel and black and maybe a bit of gray and cream, every single one of those colors is a color that you can wear on the bottom with that animal print pattern. And that is going to extend your wardrobe in an immense way. And what I love about it is it's going to have you wearing your top, your animal print top, more than just the odd time when if it's a red and white top, you only wear it with white jeans or whatever. So the prints work in a very, I call them expansive way in your wardrobe, because you will get to wear more of what you like more often. And it's a very natural place for you to start building your outfits. If you have a little bit of a problem coming up with things and creativity is not one of your strong suits, having a pattern top will help. So when you see something like this, fabric that has a lot of pattern, gray skirt, gray jeans, black jeans, cream jeans, on and on. I think pattern is spectacular, and it adds depth to your look. It really does. So I wonder if you will be inspired, if and here's the other thing. If your wardrobe really relies on, if you have a wardrobe that relies on solid colors, then adding a splash of pattern will really jazz up your look. It will announce you, and it will sort of speak to people that you are surrounded with right now from a distance, but it will tell them a little bit about you if it's something you have chosen yourself. If it isn't something someone convinced you to buy, or a hand-me-down, or your sister-in-law gifted it to you and you really don't want to waste it because you are good like that. So think about pattern in a new way. I would love to challenge you to go into your wardrobe, hunt through, see what you have, whether it's t-shirts, whether it's blouses, whether it's think about a buffalo plaid. I wasn't going to show that today because they're typically associated with cooler weather, but the big checks, that's a really comforting pattern for a lot of people who have roots in rural counties, and it might remind you of working on the farm or visiting your grandpa. Okay, so, and think about color with your patterns as well. Now, for those of you who I haven't seen for a while, and if you are watching this video for the very first time being introduced to me, I have a fantastic tip sheet. It is an actual checklist, And it is every single thing that you need to have in your casual wardrobe, from tops to bottoms to jackets, outerwear, sweaters, shoes, you name it. If you would like a copy of that, I would like you to reach out and indicate that to me, or send me a direct message, or message me through Instagram, and I will send it to you via email. I very much would like you to have it, and you know what? I built it for you. Next time, I will be talking about the elements of design, and I hope that you will join me. Until then, I hope you stay safe and that you venture into your closet and post some pictures and tag me. I really would love to see you explore and start to love some of the patterns in your wardrobe. Okay, and until next time, see you later. Stay safe, and remember, confidence is always in style.